All right, it's June. I forget the date. It's sometime in June. Got 2 water tanks that I'm going to be trying to put in today. We've got 3 of these, I think, right now on the property. 4 maybe. They work really well. These are these 110-gallon tanks from Tractor Supply. About $75 a piece. If you're looking and you're paying attention, you'll get them for $75. Others, I think normally they are 90 some, but yeah, we got these for $75 a piece, so not too bad. I know some people buy like Tupperware bins or kiddie pools. I've been impressed with these. They've held up really nice. We honestly have filled them once when we installed them, and have not had to fill any since then. I think there's one that is in a really dry spot where we didn't do the greatest install job on getting the grade to flow into it just right, that I think we added a little bit of water to last year. Not that it was gone, just that it was down compared to the others. But yeah, if we put these 110-gallon tanks in, usually they last the whole season for us. So yeah, been happy with how they work so far. I'm gonna throw 2 more in today. So I got the skid steer. You can dig them in by hand. I have not dug one in by hand. I would imagine it's probably not a fun time. Yeah, call me lazy. I got a skid steer. I'm gonna use it. So the first one, I've actually got the hole already started. I think it's probably gonna be close to deep enough. So my plan is to just head by where that first one is, throw this thing in, go dig the hole, and throw the second one in over there. And then I'll try to fill them up with water here. We'll see. Might be a little bit of a chore trying to get the skid steer to where I want the second one to go. It's a little bit more of a secluded spot. So worst case scenario, have to dig that one by hand, which I don't think I would do that today if I had to do that, because it's like 90 right now. So it's very hot. But yeah, gonna go ahead, head back, see if we can get this done. I dug this hole probably about a month ago, and looking at it, I think it's probably going to be about the right size. So try to peel these things apart and stuff it on in there. So a little work with the shovel. Got it sit nice and flat. I think the grade looks good. Should get a lot of water flowing down this hill, and I think I'll be able to grade this out so that I can get some good water flowing down this way too. That definitely helps, so you don't have to keep refilling them, especially in this spot here. It's gonna be pretty sunny most of the day, I'm thinking, so you're probably gonna get a little more evaporation. I'm gonna probably start backfilling now a little bit. I'm gonna probably backfill with the shovel a little bit first, and then get the skid steer on the other side, kind of work around. From my experience, like the one that we put in that's not sitting quite right, what happened was as we were backfilling with the skid steer, we got a little too close, caved in one side. So it just works better, it seems, if you kind of backfill a little bit so you get that thing in there nice and solid, and then use the skid steer to kind of do the final grade around it. Okay, I got her backfilled. I think it's enough that it probably isn't gonna move. I'm definitely gonna have to get out with the shovel and move some dirt here or there, but that's to be expected with something like this. But I at least can get over on the other side, grade one side up real nice, patch around it. So I just got to be careful driving through here with the skid steer. Little tight quarters, and I don't really want to open this up too much. The whole idea is just that this would be a nice, tight, covered area, so deer feel comfortable coming here before heading to the big food plot we just drove through. So let's fire up the skid steer, get this show on the road, because it is hot. All right, well, number 1 is done. Looks like my battery's dying on my GoPro, so yeah, I'm gonna probably go do the other one, and then when I head back to get water, I will grab the battery for the GoPro and show you what that one looks like. See if I have enough to maybe show you the spot at least. All right, so I just got to the spot now. A little rough getting the skid steer in here, kind of tight, had to go a long way around, but I think it'll work out good. And there's a big pine tree that we're gonna put a stand in, so I gotta kind of clean this area up and then dig my hole. So this one's gonna take a fair amount of work, so bear with me here. Okay, I got the hole dug. Took a lot more work, excavation here. See, I didn't have the hole started, so I'm gonna start backfilling, get this thing in here, fill her up with some water. Okay, I am back at the cabin. Got new GoPro batteries, ready to rock and roll here. So I got my drum filling up. So we just got a little spigot rigged up on the edge of this, and then I filled up with the hose, drive back to the water hole, empty it out there. Do that a couple times. We should have a full watering hole. All right, so it's full. We should be good to go. I filled it pretty much to the top. We'll definitely lose some on the way back, but that's just the name of the game. Let's stop, grab a shovel and a rake so I can kind of clean up around there as it's emptying out. But we're on the home stretch now. Hopefully this goes smoothly. Oh, well, that's a good sign. Pull up and there's a deer checking this out already, so good to see. Fill this thing up and hopefully they start using it right away. One thing I didn't say before was it's okay if you get dirt in the bottom of it. It's actually preferred if you get a little bit of dirt in there, just because then gives it a little bit more of a natural appearance on the bottom instead of this strange black tote. So yeah, I'm gonna get the water filling up, and then I'm going to start kind of raking some of this out, getting rid of some of the rough stuff here, just to make it look pretty. Now, to save battery life, I'm probably going to turn the GoPro off here as I head back to the cabin and fill this thing up again. I will let you know when I come back with the next tank. All right, so a couple big bumps on the way here. I think I lost a decent amount of water this time, so we'll see. Maybe I should have went a little bit slower than I did. Oh no, we're all right. Maybe lost a gallon. Just swapped batteries on the GoPro, and I am down to the last few inches on the water tank here. And actually, I would say it's looking pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to need to come back and add a third or not. I think I'll be all right. There's a couple inches left in the drum yet, so I think it should be pretty good with where it's at. Hopefully, I got it graded well enough that it'll keep filling up with rainwater here. We should be due for some rain. We haven't got any for a while. It's super dry up here. But yeah, finished product. Got the log in there so any critters that get in there can crawl out. You don't need mice or chipmunks rotting in your water hole. That's never good. So yeah, next I'm probably gonna head back, start filling up the tank for the other one. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow, but I'll probably come in here, throw a little bit of seed down on this ground here just so that I can get something to grow and this doesn't get all washed out and whatnot here. It's pretty sandy, so plan is just do a little bit of like clover, just a little something. I don't really want a huge food plot here. I don't need it, you know. but just something to kind of hold the ground here, prevent erosion. So yeah, after that I got to get a camera set up and then we're done. So I'll show you what the next one looks like. All right, I'm at the second tank now. So I gotta take the rake and shovel and do a little bit of grading around here. Not really grading, just leveling things out a little bit better. It's tough to do with the skid steer sometimes when you get real close. You don't want to mash that tank up. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that while the tank's filling up, and then I'll probably try to figure out where I want to hang my mock scrape here. Go back, get my second barrel full, and we are done. All right, we are getting there. Down to the last, I don't know, maybe quarter of the barrel here. So once that's empty, I'm gonna go back, get one more tank, and I think that'll probably be enough. All right, I am back with the last tank. Thank God, because I'm really sick of doing this. So I guess just for reference, it's about 7:45 right now. I started this at roughly 2 o'clock. So it has taken me a considerable amount of time out of my day to try to get this done, but I think it'll be worth it. So I'm gonna get this tank filling up. I got a couple cameras to put up while I'm waiting. Probably gonna take 15 minutes for this thing to empty out at least. Part of the problem is, you know, I'm a mile and a half away from the cabin filling these things up, so the drive takes some time. All right, so getting close to the end here. There's a couple inches left in the tank, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty much full up to the top within a couple inches on both of them. So given the fact that it's now 8:15, I don't particularly care to go fill these up again or fill this thing up again and then make one more run out to these. So that's probably where they're gonna sit. I'll check them again this summer, and if they get a little low, I'll fill up the drum again and add to it a little bit. So really happy with how this spot turned out here. I'll do a little video here and kind of overlay it of what this actually ended up looking like, but pretty pumped. So plan is obviously water hole, trail going in, trail going out, bedding area. We got our camera set up there. We got our mock scrape right there. And then we're gonna put our stand up in that pine tree right back there. Hopefully get some really good cover and be able to shoot a big buck. So, all right, I gotta get out of here. These mosquitoes are killing me. They're just eating me left and right. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like I said, these water holes have been fruitful for us so far. Definitely has helped with steering and just kind of helping refine and define deer movement a little bit better. So certainly plan to do more of them in the future. Glad that I was able to get these two in today.